DNA. We're in Glasgow. This is the Digital DNA Glasgow leg. We're in the Upstart Startup Zone. My name is Alastair Cameron. I'm from Starticus, and I'm joined by Omar Tufayl, who is from Loopsio. I hope I pronounced your surname okay.
Perfect.
Excellent. Omar, let's start with what's Loopsio about. What are you up to with Loopsio?
You know, I have been practicing my pitch all this morning.
Awesome.
So I think I can summarize it as a platform that allows for software engineering and computing science students from all over Scotland's universities to get work experience in projects with customers who are looking to engage with up-and-coming talent.
Excellent.
Well,
I thought that sounded
sense?
cracking, and
Thanks,
in fact,
man.
I was actually having a conversation with someone working in further education literally 2 days ago, who was identifying that the challenge, obviously, for students to find decent kind of placements, but also opportunities to kind of upskill. So, are you in the upskilling space? Is that where you want to get them?
100%. So the problem that we're trying to solve is that students, while they're at university, are learning all these new technologies, but they're not being exposed to the real-world realities of software development. And so what we try and do is expose them to those chaotic elements that are in the real world while they're at university. And so they get to interface with customers, they build their soft skills, they get to learn technologies in the real world, basically.
Oh my God, I'm going to ask you a question now, which is kind of like, you're going to be like, why are you asking me that? That's an impossible question to answer. But is further education then, let's say obviously university structure, in a way, is it fit for purpose? Are we allowing students to study an educational piece but not give them those practical work placement skills that they need?
Hey, that's a damn good question.
Sorry, mate.
No, it's good. But I think, for sure that there's something missing in the current education piece, in that students are not getting that real world experience, and especially for a field like software engineering. It's hands-on, it's real, there's a tangible impact in the real world. It's not theoretical, it's not something that you can disengage from the real world with.
You only learn sometimes through failure as well, don't you? Like when you go and work in a business, it's not like everything goes right. You're not looking potentially for the right grades, you're looking for the right solution. And that might be the fifth or sixth thing that you have to do to get there. So is it that in a way that we are missing out on if we don't get people placements, do you think?
Yeah, 100%. So there are like things that are currently in place, like placements or internships. But what I'm doing with Loopsio is another added component to that whole kind of ecosystem there. So they're great as well. But what we're saying is to customers, engage with us for a few weeks on small projects that you might not give to your currently existing software provider. Say an 8-week project, a 12-week project. Try us out for something that is not of interest to your current software provider. And maybe you don't have the budget for it, or you're just trying to prove a concept, want a prototype. Take us, give us a shot, give us a chance, and we work with them on those projects. So they get to interface with students, get access to a large talent pool that will potentially come into their companies, and students get the work experience that they're craving before graduating.
So you're that middle person that's kind of allowing that interaction to happen, but the client benefits from really being looking and finding the best talent that's out there because they see them in practice rather than just chatting on their CVs.
They see them in practice. It's only so much you can find about someone from a CV. And even in an interview, you don't really get to see the person in action, right? But what we allow the customer to do is they get to see multiple students at the same time in action, and then see who's going to be a good cultural fit, who kind of shines. And they get to see that before they hire them.
For a little bit of inspiration, it's completely a different thing, but like Ewan and Blair, who is one of the co-founders of a massive organisation now, they started off as a startup, raised quite quickly, they've moved out to the States. They offer a kind of alternative to the university route by offering apprenticeship programs directly into business. And that's kind of a similar process to yourselves, and they've raised big style. So anything that can tap into that untapped market, and the tech sector, they don't find it easy to find staff, do they? So it's not like there's not a problem there in the first place.
Well, you're always hearing about this shortage of developers. It's really difficult to find developers, and what we're doing is like you say, upscaling this next generation faster than they're normally being brought on board in companies.
So like, what's your own background? Like, what pulled you to that place in the first place, if that makes sense?
Yeah, so my background, I had an untraditional, I don't know if that's a word, route to university in that, worked in a family business, in retail.
Yeah.
But I think that gave me an understanding of how to interact with customers, dealing with the public face to face. But at that point I was like, I don't know if I've got a future in that. And so I had an interest in technology, I taught myself how to program.
Amazing.
Started making websites, thought, this is great, love this, but I felt like there was a gap in my knowledge.
Yeah.
And so I suppose I got the opposite of what I'm giving students now. I got the real world practical experience, and then I thought there's a theoretical component that's missing here. And so I went to university, and then I thought these students are missing out on what I've already got. So I started researching this gap between academia and industry, and thought this model here is something that could fill that in. So I've actually been doing it for the last 3 years in the university.
Amazing.
And now with Loopsio, I want to take this model to the rest of Scotland.
Awesome. And further afield, I'm guessing as well. You'd like to take it elsewhere.
Well, every startup entrepreneur has like global. I think that's why you become an entrepreneur. You have ambitions beyond just the day to 9 to 5 kind of thing. So. Yeah, Scotland first and then the world.
Scotland first, the world next. Well, that's not about a starting place. How can people find Loopsio? Like, what's the website, social media, that kind of stuff?
loopsio.com.
Perfect, easy.
Loopsio.com. Check out the website.
Yeah.
Hook up with me on LinkedIn. Yeah. Let's talk. Find out how we can open your business, open your organization up to the up and coming.
So there's really obviously two sides. You want to connect, obviously, I'm guessing, with more education providers, and you want to connect with more businesses.
That's the easy part I've found. Students are desperate for the experience. It's making businesses and organizations aware that a solution like this exists.
Yeah.
So telling them that that they've got this talent and resource on their doorstep. There's no need to go to anywhere else. We're here, we're in Scotland, we're in Glasgow, we're ready to work with you on your product.
Amazing. So. And looking around obviously the room here, there's some clients that you might want to tap into.
I'm talking to loads of people here today. They're happy to find out about us, so really excited to be here.
Yeah, awesome. Well, it's lovely to meet you, Omar. We'll get a chat later on. I've been told to say there is a social at the Barclays Eagle Labs, I believe around 6 till 9.
Right, okay.
So you're more than welcome to come and have some pizza, have a drink, and let's do some networking as well.
Brilliant. Thanks, Alastair.
Rock and roll.
Great talking
We'll be
to you.
back for the next chat at Digital DNA Glasgow very soon. Thank you.